Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now ETN to start the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown LA.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was actually something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolutely devastating effect.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats, look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start with the option.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Gregory Rousseau able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 23. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here's the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Elliott is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
But you know how often we hear about the red zone, right?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 22, Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
On 4th down, Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down carry for Barkley. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Touchdown! Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Coup for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Rams 7.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Rams 7.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. And the Rams at 9-2 to start play. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To the air yet again, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one 28 yards on the ground. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop it at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Watson. And this one is incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
If there's one thing they are lacking in, it's confidence. They took a big and maybe unnecessary risk going for that 4th down. He put them on his shoulders, though, and paid off the big-time gamble.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's got McBride here over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st down, Fields. That's complete to Tony.
And he's got some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Gregory Rousseau able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's Fields. And his throw here's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Fields. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
In motion, the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First down, Seattle.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Here's Schwartz bringing it up. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great. But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I have.
Complete to Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
To throw is Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. Rolling to his left. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Watson. Finding ETN here, catching it on the out route. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Fields on first down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kyle Pitts, 36 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Evans, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Seahawks are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. That's complete to McBride. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shot.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley. 32 yards. And the Seahawks stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll buy some time right. He's got this complete to Williams. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 24 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Watson. And complete to Drake London. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 4 yards remain for second down. Now it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They're certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, You and I both know they can just run this clock out.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Seahawks, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe, and wait till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to read me. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded them. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time efficient. Better not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try hard.